Hello everyone, my name is Johan and I'm from South Africa, and I've been living in Hangzhou the last 4 years. And today it is my pleasure to introduce to you one of the most scenic spots here in Hangzhou, called Lotus in the Breeze over the Crooked Courtyard.
For people of Hangzhou, lotus flowers seems a must-see sight when summer is approaching. It seems like people would take the absence of lotus flowers as a shame of summer. A lakeside park named Yuan Feng He is widely considered the place with the best lotus flowers. For many people, the place was a sweet memory of the spring or autumn outings in school time. But you know what? The park first stems from a wine. It was Emperor Zhao Gou that made Hangzhou his new capital 800 years ago. The emperor himself loved booze, so he had people to build an imperial winery next to the Hongchun Bridge by Westlake. The winery collected the country's best-rated alcohol distillers to make the finest wine for the court. It is called Yuan, a compound with a large pond in the middle. The pond drew water from the Westlake and was alive with precious flowers. Long winding corridors and pavilions were around, and the wine workshop sat behind them. For each early summer, the pond would be a spectacular water flower bed in red and white. One day, when people were busy processing the tribute wine, a man in his 50s stepped into the courtyard. While watching the flowers, he complained there was no good wine for such a moment. An old man therefore took him to the pavilion and gave him a tribute wine. The moment he was about to savor, a breeze came to blow the petals away from the waters. A petal chanced to fall in the wine with a burst of fragrance. The man felt excited. 3 bowls of wine later, he had the old man to prepare paper, ink, and brushes. In seconds, he drew lots of lotus flowers and a hut in Yuan, together with the 4 characters Lotus in Yuan and his name. The painting was a gift for the old wine man, and he loved it so much that he posted it in the yard. Later, someone told him that the man was Ma Yuan, one of the greatest painters of his time. Yuan became an even more renowned place since then, and the wine and lotus flavor had also been considered the city's popular drink. The winery was later removed and the pond and its surroundings were abandoned, with the demise of the Southern Song dynasty. In 1699, Emperor Kangxi came to Hangzhou. When giving his handwriting plaque of the top 10 places of the Westlake, he moved the site of winery to Su Causeway and proposed a new name. The emperor made a slight change of the wording and replaced He Feng with Feng He. The name was immediately inscribed on a stele in the pavilion. Legend has it that the new name was actually a mistake in writing, but no one had the courage to question an emperor. The site was therefore called Yuan Feng He, a lakeside park that ranks the second among the top 10 Westlake scenes. What's left now are merely the stele, the pavilion, the small courtyard, and a little patch of lotus flowers. In 1980, a reconstruction project was launched by the local authority to extend the park area from Yehu to Guo's Villa by Wolong Bridge on Yanggong Causeway, hence the birth of a new attraction rich in sights. Today's Yuan Feng He is the largest lakefront park that comprises of 5 parts, namely Yehu, Jusu Yuan, Feng He, Yuan, and Huben Forest. The stele bearing Emperor Kangxi's handwriting is still there. The 300 years old antique is just one of the 2 original sets with the emperor's handwriting inscription around Westlake. The part Feng He literally means lotuses in the breeze. It's worth particular attention because lotus is the park symbol. The water is mostly packed with lotuses of various colors and sorts and bridges in different shapes. The place is particularly good for summer. The breeze and the fragrance are the elixirs to kill the scorching heat. In addition to natural views, it is also a show center of the city's wine culture. Inside the park, there are an antique winery and several restaurants with a fantastic wine mixed with a lingering fragrance of lotus was put again on the menu. In 2003, an exhibition of wine culture was opened to the public. It had murals and scenes to reproduce the imperial wine processing, tribute wine and dinner, ordinary wine shops, and even wine contests of that time. Here's the place you'll both come to understand the wine culture and get the chance to savor the ancient spirits. On September 4, 2016, a night show for the G20 Hangzhou Summit named The Enduring Memories of Hangzhou was staged on the Westlake. This was a live concert that placed cultural elements of the lake, the city, and the country together. And it was then that a spotlight of the world was placed on Hangzhou for its well-mixed Chinese and Western cultures. Yuan Feng He was the venue of the show. and from then on became a must-go attraction for all travelers from around the world. It is still performed every night and has been considered one of the best-known city shows in China. Dong Yonrong is a native of Hangzhou. She is aged 78. When she was retired, she started to learn guitar. She loves to meet her old friends here in the park, playing harmonica, erhu, or something else. They even found a rock band named Yuan Feng He guitars. Each summertime, you'll see them playing and singing by the lotus pond. They are singing for the innocent flowers, but more importantly, they are singing for a pure, good life.
Hangzhou, 欢迎你